Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodi. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my all-time favorite Captain America story. 3 issues long. Takes place in issues 247 to 249, written by Roger Stern. And art, timeless art by John Byrne. And what I really love about this story, and a lot of Cap stuff from the 80s, and a lot of comic books in general from the 80s, they're super campy. They can get pretty cheesy and bizarre. And out of nowhere, the story can get really dark, touch on some really serious subjects. Like they would always catch you off guard, and this is like a really good example. So we start off, Captain America back in the 80s. He loved using public transport. He would always ride on top of buses or take the subway. He would always pay his fare, as you can see here. Even there's one time he crossed paths with Hawkeye on the subway, but till he gets that ever so famous Captain America motorcycle, he would always take the bus. So in this first issue, we actually sort of touch on that Captain America is sort of dealing with the fact that he had memory implants, very much in a similar way that Wolverine did. But the good thing is they didn't use this to make it as a retcon machine and use it ever so often. The explanation that he gets from S.H.I.E.L.D. of why they actually installed these memory implants into him is that if he ever got captured by enemy forces, they would not be able to know who he was actually is. But they go back to the original base where he had trained. He actually gets his hands on the original shield. A lot of people don't know that he had stopped using this particular shield because there was a copyright issue. There was another character called the Shield who was also like a star-spangled hero. So that's why he did this particular shield and had to use the round one. So while Cap and Dum Dum are going through capsule stuff, they're attacked by I was going to say Baron Zemo, but no, this is Baron von Strucker, sorry. The thing is, while they finish him off, they obviously defeat him in battle. This really caught me off guard. A reference to anti-Semitic reference. I don't see these Nazi-inspired villains from back in the day saying these type of things nowadays. It feels really weird. It's like nowadays they're afraid of touching on those issues, even though these characters used to be Nazis themselves, so it would be normal for them to say stuff like that, but I guess they don't want to ruffle any feathers. So what we discover is he's an android, he's a robot. He was sent there by this character. His name is Machine Smith. I think sometimes they call him Forge. He used to be Mr. Fear, but we're going to get into that. He's like maybe a B-list Captain America villain, maybe a C-list. Like he's always being the right-hand man, be it to the Red Skull or Baron Zemo or something like that. He's never like the main villain. Any big stories, but that's what makes this story so interesting. So they're checking on this robot, trying to see where the hell it came from and what happened to the original Baron Strucker. The robot self-destructs. Now Machine Smith wants to send Dragon Man after Captain America. It's not explained yet what's his evil plan. Another big thing about Captain America during this time, the dude was an illustrator. He actually studied graphic design. It was a big part of his story during this time in the 80s. He was looking for work, and he tried as hard as possible. Like, he wasn't poor like poor Spider-Man, like lived check by check. But thing is, nothing was like free for him. He didn't lean on the fact that he was Captain America and stuff like that to get any freebies. Steve Rogers really had a love for art and for drawing. And I feel like this has been totally forgotten over the years. So Machine Smith sends Dragon Man after Captain America. They battle it out. Captain America actually defeats Dragon Man because he throws his glove into Dragon Man's eye, and Dragon Man freaks out and flies away. So here's where we're going to get to the really awesome part of the story. So Captain America follows Dragon Man back to Machine Smith's base, or Forge's base. He gets in, starts battling, and like he destroys one Machine Smith, and all these drones start popping up all over the place. The guy's like virtually unstoppable. And we get the story that he is Mr. Fear. He fell to his death fighting against Daredevil back in the day. And he had these robot enforcers with him. And so his robots rescued him, and their main directive was to keep him alive at any cost. So what his robots did very intelligently is uploaded his mind into another robot, and he came back to life. He sort of really gets into the fact that this is sort of driven him insane, that adjusting to being a robot and living this way is totally not cool. So he starts really pushing Captain America. Captain America realizes that the drones are not where his mind is, that there's a big computer in the back. So he throws his shield into the computer. And in this last page is where we get the nitty and the gritty that, like, it really caught me by surprise, because the tone of the comic book in general, like, it was full on 80s. We get that Machine Smith didn't like being brought back as a robot. He couldn't adjust to his life, and he tried to kill himself. He tried to destroy the computer where his mind is, but he had the main programming from his robots too, that he had to protect his life at any cost. So he couldn't kill himself. So his idea was to push Captain America. I'm not sure why he chose Cap. I'm not sure if we got to see him do this with other characters or not. But he pushes Captain America to destroy the computer and basically commit suicide. And his last words are, "Thank you, Cap. You helped me kill myself." So it gets really dark out of the blue. Captain America goes away. He's like, "Oh shit. Oh, I'm not going to tell anyone about this." And sort of the thing that kills this story is that Machine Smith does come back. He becomes like this right-hand man to Red Skull. He's like one of his enforcers, working with Crossbones and with Sin. I can't remember the name. She was going by Mistress Midnight or something like that. But this story itself, it's a fantastic standalone story. Typical in the 80s. A lot of fun, a lot of camp, stupid action, and all of a sudden in one page they go boom and read this. So see you guys next time. The next video I'm going to do probably about Cap is the time he wanted to run for president. Pure gold. So see you guys next time. Bye.